to today's episode of Blind Justice. I am Ndukwe Obuba Ndukwe O Ndukwe. I am your anchor for Blind Justice. Remember, like we said in the last episode, we define justice. And one critical thing this day is that we're going to really find out whether is the definition of justice is a one full swap, whether once you define justice, you have gotten justice. And also always remember that this is not just a program. This is actually a platform for those that are seeking for justice. Today's episode is titled The Meaning of Justice, or you could, by extension, say the meaning of social justice, because we are just not targeting justice in the generality. We are targeting social justice. What would social justice mean to every one of us, especially those that are part and parcel of this our platform? This is a platform for you to seek justice, and we are in the first episodes of the Blind Justice Program. One thing that we're going to use to define social justice is by making it very experiential. Have you ever felt that this thing that had happened to you, a particular thing that happened to you, is very unjust? Have you felt the innermost feeling or quest for justice? Have you been failed by the system? Have you failed to really obtain justice when you feel that you have been wronged? Right? That is what we are coming to tackle this morning so that we can use it to shoot out into the fundamentals of blind justice. But one critical thing that I want us to know is that though we call this program Blind Justice, justice will never be blind to your situation, well, so long as you are looking for a just decision, a just, particularly with regards to a situation that you have found yourself and you feel that that is not just. Like I said, Ndukwe O Ndukwe is my name, and I want to start experientially talking to you about blind justice. Like I said, I have gone through trials of injustice in my life, despite the fact that I've been a very senior attorney, a very senior lawyer in the Nigerian bar, a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. I've been called to bar for the past 26 years or 27 years, going to 27 years. But something very unjust had happened to me in two instances. Not just two instances, but you're going to see their projections and their the programming of that particular two instances. But today, I want us to realize and take it as a note so that in every time we come into this program, you will understand that our blind justice program is based on three fundamental foundations, three good foundations that our program on social justice is based on. One first foundation, the first foundation is the rule of law. The rule of law, that a man and a man has come to relate together in a society, and two of them have decided to submit themselves via social contract, by reason of the social contract. They have come to submit themselves to a particular law, to a particular set of rules. They would have ignored it and lived like a jungle, just like some people call Nigeria a zoo. A zoo, as if, but the zoo has rules and regulations. That's why, in fact, I was saying that those that erroneously call Nigeria a zoo, they make mistakes. Where you will not understand that in zoos they have rules and regulations. They have rules and regulations. So, first foundation for justice is the rule of law. Yes, everybody is entitled to his livelihood. Everybody is entitled to his manner of living. But because we are together in a society, we are together in a society, we make up a society. And so the society has a set of rules and regulations. And those rules and regulations, sometimes it could be called laws, statutory laws. It could be called constitution. Just like in the United States, you have a constitution that is very powerful in the United States of America. In the United Kingdom, there is no written constitution. They don't have a written constitution. So they have an unwritten constitution. Everybody is believed to imbibe that unwritten constitution. And they are guided by statutory laws, statutory regulations. So also in Nigeria, we have a written constitution and we have statutory laws, regulations, rules that guide us. And so, to all intents and purposes, we believe that every individual in a society, in a just society, will be guided by the rule of law. That is the first foundation of justice. That there must be a rule of law. There must be an instance that every single individual is guided by a set of laws, even on the basis that these things are no longer laws. That is what takes us to the second foundation. The second foundation of law or justice, the second foundation for justice for us is the rules of equity. Equity follows the law, though, but equity is what deals on your conscience. If there are no written laws, if there is no provision, a constitutional provision, there is no provision in the constitution with regards to a thing, before you can seek for justice, you will know that this particular thing you are looking for is based on morality. That is where equity comes to play. It is based on the principles of equity. And these are things that we are going to be treating in every matter. Remember, the program of social justice, the program of blind justice is such that you can reach out, you can have a voice, you can speak out, you can call out. You will reach out to us and we will call out any single individual. Remember what we said, every single individual. There is no individual that is above the law. There is no institution that says it was created above the law. So whatever it is, follow us daily as we produce these programs and send it across to you. You can make your own contributions. For instance, in the area of equity, I will tell you how I was the individual that started a company in Nigeria, in the pension fund administrators, Kader regime, when General Olusegun Obasanjo retired, was the head of state, was the president.